Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Recording. Okay, we're live.
What's up, people? Welcome to Feature Friday. Today we are Feature Friday Plus. Little check there. And today we are joined by Bubs Doe. How are you doing, girls?
We're doing good. How about you?
Oh, we're doing great. I love your energy. I feel like it's so cool. It's so uplifting. I like it already.
Oh,
It's all right.
Nice to have you. Thanks for coming. We've been we were talking about it earlier throughout the week. We were like it's so bizarre to us, well, especially in our experience, you know, with the whole sort of like Filipino music industry, that it's so deep and it's so large, and everyone there just seems to be so fucking talented. It's so, I don't know, it's crazy to me. And obviously you ladies you're one step ahead, you know, you kind of figure that out sooner than most people. So I thought, you know, you guys must be one of the
Pioneers.
yeah, people to speak to regarding, you know, how kind of the whole thing started and the whole journey of finding music that way began.
wow, that's an honor. I didn't know we would be considered pioneers. We don't look at ourselves that way for sure. We just we really just kind of bumped into it. Honestly, that's how it kind of happened. We kind of bumped into it. We saw a girl reacting to the TNT boys, and we're like, let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Those little boys are crazy. They're so fucking good.
They really not little no more.
I know.
I was the last time we saw them. It was
mind blown.
Yo, it was like, what?
Yeah.
They got so big and their voices are maturing. It was like, my sons are growing, but I'm not. What I'm saying. Yeah.
How do you know how old they are now?
I don't know.
The
They must
little
be
ones.
like 13, something like that.
Maybe.
I feel like around there.
Yeah, 13.
They must be. I think because the first video that we ever saw of them, they were like 9, 10, and everybody was like, "Oh, you gotta check them out." But it got blocked for us, so we had to like chop it up and try to like find a way around to posting it. But they were
Look
absolutely
at those.
insane.
She's like, God damn it, you know the struggle. She's like,
And I'm so glad you're cussing because I'm probably gonna cuss too. I was gonna ask that. I was like, I don't know if I can cuss. I don't know.
listen though,
Be free.
this is if there's no swearing in this podcast, it means something has definitely gone wrong. So
Yeah, like
you
how
know
do you deal with that yourselves though? Because it's
Well,
going up the whole block.
Yeah, you know, the censorship situation on YouTube, we try to like, you know, abstain a little bit in like the first 2-3 minutes of the videos, and if it happens, you know, it happens. It also depends how long the videos are. If we are really late in like on the video, you know, past 20 minutes, then you know we really don't care about the swearing or anything anymore. Really.
Yeah, it's hard, but you know we're trying to work our way. Even we've been doing this for three years.
Yeah,
and we're trying to figure ourselves out and learning the new algorithms and whatever. But it's hard.
Cool.
But
Yeah, well, you know, it's cool. So you've been doing YouTube for 3 years now. Tell us how it all started. How did you guys come about it?
well, it's like 3.5, right? I don't know, something like that. How it all started. Okay, so basically, Joe and I both individually have always loved YouTube and like being creative, and we've been watching YouTube for like so many years. And
right.
Yeah.
Of course, sending each other our favorite YouTubers and things like that. And then I think it was you who came to me and was like, I'm starting my own channel. And I was like, go girl, I am here for you. And she did. She started her own channel by herself.
I got 7 subscribers, y'all. I was balling. I was balling.
And then you just sort of stopped for a bit on it, probably. And then maybe like a couple months later, I got like the YouTube bug, and I was like, I'm gonna start my own channel. And I did. And it's funny because I posted like a video or two, and I was telling my friend, we have our third best friend named Chuchi.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Bubs Doe and Tucci, what a gang.
Yeah.
There you go. And we were talking about YouTube, and she was like, oh, Doe had a channel, Bubs has a channel. Why don't you guys create a channel together?
Right.
Yeah.
Those moms, we look at each other like, oh yeah, let's do it, because we work really well together. We've known each other for so long. We went to high school together, and what I lack, she has, and vice versa. So we like connect really well.
It's funny though, because when you know when you mentioned like, oh, I had at the beginning like 7 subscribers, and then it does feel at the beginning like each person that sort of just clicks on the video feels like a fucking lost brother from another mother.
It
But then,
does.
but it's so crazy the effect then when you guys have obviously experienced this when it sort of gets into the thousands, and you guys have reached the millions in videos. It just becomes so mind-boggling to me. Like my little brain just can't handle that type of stuff. It's like, really, man, all these many people really did the same thing at the same time. It's so nuts. And obviously it all begins like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 subscribers. It's very nice to just sort of hear that as
Yeah.
sort of everyone begins the same.
That is such a cool story, especially, being friends from high school and stuff. That's dope. I like that.
Where you guys from?
Originally I'm from Houston, and I moved around. And then I moved to Jamaica, and now I'm here. I'm in South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've lived in South Florida my whole life.
All your life. That's cool. You guys are lucky over there. Oh, the weather is cool. Everything's nice about it.
Did we did our lights get darker? They
Yeah,
did,
I
didn't
think one of our lights came off. Production.
we have a little production team here, aka Cold Father.
And mother.
Yes, I love it.
Yes. Papi, you can also turn up the volume in the computer because I think I'm struggling to hear them a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, where
So we're originally from South America, Venezuela. But yeah, but we moved to London a while back, like about 10 years ago, I think.
yes,
And we've been here, listening to music, making music ourselves, training in tennis, training in theater. So like, branching out a little bit. And about how long? 3 years ago
what?
that we decided to do Feature Friday.
Oh, what, the podcast?
No, but like first started YouTube.
Oh well,
Like,
the whole YouTube thing. I think it began about 3 years ago, and then
yeah.
it really turned serious like in the second year, where we kind of had this weird idea, guys, where it was like this whole idea of Feature Friday, which is like finding music from all over the world. That was basically where the idea began, and then last year, the December,
Yes.
is kind of where this idea of there's so many people like yourselves, of course, that have discovered music and have their own journeys and their own sort of creative dreams and I don't know, stories to tell, which I thought, what a privilege it would be now to speak to people like yourselves, other artists from the Philippines or Korea or Brazil, so that's kind of how everything began. But yeah, we're from Venezuela, and then we came like 10 years ago to
Yeah,
London.
to London.
That's awesome.
So cool.
Yeah.
I'm
What
from Venezuela.
what's Jamaica like?
Jamaica, man, it's good. I'm not
You had to add the Jamaica man, huh?
man. Boop, 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 boop. It's good. I miss it. I lived there for 5 years, and I miss it. It was some of the best years of my life. My dad, he's from Jamaica. My mom's from Mexico, so I'm half Latina.
Let's go, Latina gang.
My dad always wanted me to experience some of my years in Jamaica. So we just found an opportunity to do so, and we were there, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I miss it. I was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday. He moved back to Jamaica, and I was like, I need to just come down there. He was talking about the mall in the capital, and I'm like, I miss the mall. Like, I just
The mall.
I just want to do random things like that.
Take me with you.
I got you, girl. I got you.
Dude, I just miss. It's just the heat that kills me. Like in South America, obviously Jamaica's probably the same. It's so hot every time. You know what I mean? Every day of the year.
It's fantastic.
But
I love it.
Here in London, it's just, oh my god,
it's cold and wet so long in the year.
But the city and the people, it has to be one of my favorite cities in the planet.
100%.
But I just miss the beach, and I miss the
tropical lifestyle.
I know it's yeah, it's rough. It's a bit rough. And Bubs, where are you from? I think I missed it.
Yeah, no. So I was born here in Florida. My whole family actually immigrated from the Middle East. So
cool
descent. Yeah. But yeah, not much. I wish I lived like all over, like got a little bit of Houston, like different places.
Yeah.
And it's pretty hot here, to be honest. Like, I love London. I visited like once, and Manchester, I have some family there as well. So I've
Oh,
been
nice.
there.
Well, Bubs, you're welcome here anytime.
Thank you. You guys are welcome here.
Same as you though. Anytime you guys want to come over, I don't know.
It's like
We'll show you around. My bit of rain, bit of rain in London.
bring your welly boots. Yeah, no, honestly, it's super fun. It would be awesome to show you around. Just when did you come? When did you come to London? How long ago?
London, like 10 years ago.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I was a kid. I went with family, and then Manchester, like 4 years ago. Last time I came.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
It's been that long?
yeah, girl.
Wow. It feels like the other day. We were supposed to be there in March.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be in
Oh,
London.
really?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, everything kicked off in March here. Like everything went woof.
It was
Exactly.
so bad.
Yeah.
Plan we were gonna go to London. We were gonna collab with some people in London that from YouTube. We were gonna go to Barcelona and then just head around Europe because I've never been. And then everything happened and it was so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everything at its right time. Just hit us up when you come back, and then we'll totally hang out, and then we just talk a bit more about everything else in life. It's dope. It's dope.
So what then? Apart from what's your music taste, both of you? Like what do you
In
listen to
personal, like in your
in your
personal
own time? And then obviously you've probably broadened your music taste through the channel. But what is stuff you guys are on usually? Like what do you listen to?
So it's funny because our music taste is a little bit different.
Oh yeah.
But then when it comes to our channel, like most things that we react to, like it hits for both of us. We love them. But personally, I like to listen to more acoustic type of music, so like Ed Sheeran, Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, singer-songwriter type stuff.
Songwriter, love that stuff. The slower, the better.
Oh yeah. Damn, Bubs.
I'm on that vibe, you know. I gotcha. It's good.
Yeah, acoustic stuff sometimes hits differently. You know what? I was talking to a few of my friends about this, and she was saying how if you listen to acoustic music when you're just being heartbroken, it sounds even better. You know what I mean?
It's like, oh.
I've been heartbroken all my life. It hits every time.
I love that.
What about you though? What type of music are you on?
I like a whole bunch of different types. I really like everything.
Yeah, wide
except
variety.
screamo. Like that's the only thing I'm just not.
Yeah, I'm with you. Metal and screamo can fuck off.
Efra.
I'm not there yet. Okay, maybe we'll react to something and I might like it. I don't know, but right now it's not for me. But I like everything. I've been roller skating a lot, and I've been listening to a lot of like old school 70s disco music. And
Damn.
Cool.
yeah, but also a lot of house music too. So my playlist is weird. My playlist is called Let's Rave, but on skates.
I like that.
Let's rave on skates.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I like it.
You'd actually like a lot the London scene. Like if we take you to some places like Camden, maybe a bit of Brixton, you'd enjoy those places because those places are raves and there's plenty of skaters. So you might, yeah.
Okay, you're speaking to her heart.
Listen,
Yeah.
all right.
That's not really where I roll, but you know some of my friends do. So I'm sure you'll like it. Actually,
I like Camden. Here's the thing. I don't know. He doesn't really like Camden because it's too edgy. Sometimes I love it. I think it's dope out there.
Too many people with crests though. Like too many people with green hair and stuff. You know.
I love it. I think it's dope. I think that's the core of London.
It's fun though. It's a fun night out. It's a fun night out. I just picked up skating actually, like rollerblading. Is that what you call it? Rollerblading. Like you know the little
linear skates.
Yeah, that make you look a bit dumb when you do it wrong. Those ones.
Yeah. Why did you get into it?
I don't know. Just
my dad skates, and he used to do it like a long time ago, and he kept asking, oh, what I want to go skating again, and I think one of you should do it with me. And if I was like, I'll do it, and yeah, that's basically how it started.
Dude, it's so fun. But obviously, I look a bit stupid right now. But it's so fun to just just go, and you basically think of nothing. It's so weird. Like, have you seen that video, guys? Of it's like I'm not big on TikTok or anything like that, but this became so big that even I saw it. it's like this guy drinking like cranberry juice,
Yeah.
and he's like skating down the road.
Yeah. And then it's Fleetwood Mac, and he's like,
Yeah.
oh, again.
It's like it's such an immaculate vibe. You know, it's insane. That's basically all I'm chasing at the moment. Just sort of just relax. I'm not in the mood yet where I can get the cranberry juice. I still gotta be wary with my hands. Well, you know what I mean? I'll get there.
Yeah, no, I get you 100%.
What do you do? Yeah, what do you do? Skating like in the normal skates, or do you?
I do the quads. I do the four.
Yeah.
Oh, you do full.
Yeah, I have them right there. Don't tempt me, because I will have a
so do a whole presentation.
Yeah,
so
like
go ahead.
Yeah, go. I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Yeah. I'll show you mine.
I'm excited. Okay.
Show me yours if I see, and I'll show you mine.
See.
I mean, I don't know if it's meant to be cool for other people. I don't know what the fuck people are interested about, but look.
It's like a skater thing. Everyone gets so excited
sharing the skates. Oh, they're dope. Oh, they look so cute.
Oh damn,
God. She's got a cool collection.
This is my first pair. It's not cool, but you know.
Once you fall in love, you're gonna get more.
I love yours. I actually wanted to get a pair like that for Christmas as well, but I gotta be careful because I injured my back a couple of years back, and any falls wrong again, it might just trigger it all back, and so I stay away from the skates. But yeah, I really wanted to get a pair too, and especially when they were like, oh, it's the best. It's
Look
the
at
best
hers. Go
thing.
show me that one. The one's like the ones you're wearing there.
Yeah, the
Bloody
white
hell.
ones. What do they have? What print do they have?
These are snake print. They come from a place called Moonlight Roller. I'm so happy right now.
Yes.
They come from a place called Moonlight Roller. It's a Black-owned skating company.
Dope.
Yeah, and then these are called Moxies. They're my first pair, and they're also fucked up, but it doesn't matter.
They're really nice though.
Yeah, and then these are my latest pair. I wanted to be a poser, so I did this myself, and I added the fur. I bought the fur. And
You did? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at the arts and craft.
What are the wheels, man? What are the wheels?
Okay, so these are Team Roller Bones. They're 98, so they're good for hard surfaces.
Yeah.
And then these are outdoor wheels. They have a durometer of 78, which means they're gummier, and they can
so they're like silicone-esque a bit.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, oh my God, I'm so happy.
Oh, that's dope. I like that. I used to skate when I was a kid too, but I had to give it up, but because I started dancing, and the whole idea of skates just kind of, I grew out of it a little bit, and I'm so glad they came back in trend though. It's such a cool hobby to have. I love it.
We've been talking to other people, like there was this dancer. He's marked me a lot. He's from Korea, and he dances with a lot of you. I don't know how aware of like the whole K-pop side of like the whole K-pop world you guys are aware of, but he's very big in the, like, he dances with a lot of some of the biggest bands, and he came on the podcast, and one of the things that we were talking about was like the importance of picking up new hobbies
skills,
and new skills. And one of the things that marked me that he said, it was like we agreed on this. We were kind of like, the reason why I picked up skating is because I like to sometimes, this actually may sound egotistical in itself, but I like to keep my ego in check by trying to do something new, and that kind of puts you in this uncomfortable, but also makes you look like a bit of a melon, a bit of a fool in front of other people. And I don't know, I find like there's such a magic in finding a new hobby, and then just picking it up, and then hopefully slowly getting better at it, and then getting another one, and then picking another thing up and stuff like that. It just, I don't know, it hits like a magical moment,
Bubs, what are you into apart, like, what are your hobbies and stuff? Since we're all talking about our own stuff, what are you into?
I'm a walker. Yeah, I'm not cool. I don't skate.
Come on.
Hey, I didn't think skating was cool. I just now obviously that I do it now, it's the coolest. But before I didn't. Before I was part of your gang, the walking gang.
The walking gang. Yeah. I gotta get back on walking actually. What do I do? I picked up playing the piano.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. It's like I'm actually in school right now as well, so it's not like like I have a lot of time to practice, unfortunately. But when I do, it's like I try at least like 30 minutes, an hour a day in the morning to just like go and just play whatever.
That's really cool.
What
Hang
do you
on
mean
to
by
that. That's really cool.
what do you mean by school?
So university, that's
Like
what.
university, yeah?
Yeah.
Where are
She's
you
a
where are you
doctor
majoring?
now.
I'm getting my doctorate in clinical psychology.
Whoa, that's so
Psychology, yeah?
cool.
Nice.
That's dope. What made you pick psychology?
That's just my life experience. No, I'm kidding.
That's
Something I've always just really enjoyed. I think I took my first psych class in high school, and I learned so much, like things that I could relate to, and then just seeing just things in general, like how the mind works, and but it was just something that really touched me and got to me. So I don't know, it just sparked my interest, and then I did my undergrad in psychology as well, and then I just continued on. So
That's fantastic.
you know how Doe was really happy when we brought up skating. Now I'm really happy because you brought up psychology. It's one of the things that like I really really enjoy reading about. And actually, when I was thinking of going into university,
yeah.
before I went full time in tennis, it was gonna be sports psychology. And
Yeah.
Nice.
so I
I actually took a class this summer called sports psychology, and like my professor, he's one of the I don't know, like the big ones in Florida or something like that. He works with a lot of different sports teams, and it was really interesting.
nice.
Sorry, you're good. But
Well, all right, mate. You don't have to rub it in. You know, I hang out with the cool sports psychology geezers. You know.
I'm kidding. But
No,
how'd you get into tennis? That sounds pretty cool.
ladies, I don't know if it's just me, but the volume is really low on your side.
Yeah, like you guys sound really quiet. I don't know if it's.
I think it might be on our side. I don't
Yeah,
know.
can you check on the volume in the computer? Can you turn it up a bit, please?
Because if we're not listening that clearly, then maybe other people aren't here.
Oh my god. He's taking the whole set down. So yeah, Efra got into tennis like
Try now.
you can talk now just to check.
Okay, we were trying to change it from our side too, but I don't know.
I think that's a little better, but I think we'll be fine though. It's crazy, like doing it on Zoom. It would be better if you guys were here.
I wish. Is it still kind of low though?
I think that's a little bit better.
It's better now, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, tell them.
What are we talking about?
Tennis. How you got into tennis?
Tennis. Tennis is a sport. You play with a racket, hit a fluffy yellow thing.
What? No way.
So I got into it when I was 13.
12?
13. My father was a player himself, a junior player when we were in South America. And he never made a pro or anything, but he kind of had that in him. But the funny thing, he actually never introduced me to it. Like I didn't play because of him. I played because I broke my wrist. And then he was part of physio. And then I kind of just fell in love with it. Something clicked. And then ever since then, it's just been I don't know, traveling up and down, playing, training, and competing every now and then, training. And then it kind of got to the point where the thing about tennis is that there's really not much money involved unless you're the big dogs, you know? So it became this whole journey of finding a way of monetizing all this work you've put in all these years, you know, for nearly 10 plus years. And kind of still growing your skill and as a profession. So I never made it into the pro tour. Neither did I want to at one point. It's a rough lifestyle, you know. You travel, play, eat, play,
travel again.
Yeah, there's no life, you know. It looks cool on TV and stuff, and it is cool lifestyle, you know. It's fun, but it's rough. And it just really didn't, that aspect of it didn't click. You know, when you're a kid, everything kind of looks amazing, but when you grow up a little bit, you kind of started noticing some stuff up and down. But yeah, it just kind of began because I broke my wrist, and then apparently the whole holding a big ass racket in your hand helps fix the bones. You know,
I did the smaller version of that. I trained a lot. I was trying to get on the Jamaican team.
Yeah, she did table tennis.
Yeah, I played table tennis. I was training a lot. And then some things happened in 2018 that just kind of stopped me in my tracks. And I was like, yep, I'm going to stop. So, yeah.
Let me guess, injuries?
No, family stuff.
family.
Yeah, it kind of rocked my shit.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's a weird journey. The whole the athletic journey when you're trying to really push all the way in a sport, and it really just makes me admire. You know, I still work with pros as a hitting partner, so it improved my admiration for them even more. You know, it's a rough ass journey. You know, and there's so much stuff like there's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes that people just don't have a clue. Apart from the money, you know, especially in tennis, and maybe in table tennis is the same. I'm not too familiar with the table tennis, but funding is so huge in tennis. So there's so many families that go in debt. There's so many people that just they can't do it because they don't have any money in their pocket, you know. So it's
It
something else.
stops being about the talent and yeah.
Well, it's never just about the talent. You got these people that really make it big. It's a good agglomeration of many things. There are talented individuals, hardworking individuals with the right team, with the right funding. It all kind of works in a peculiar way. Hence why I have so much admiration for these guys that make it, you know, big time. But I
Mm.
say that's interesting about the table tennis. I've never. Most tennis players are actually good at table tennis. Never, you know, not good, not good, but we're okay. But watching you guys play fucking proper is so fun.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because my dad used to play. That's kind of how you did. You started. My dad used to play, and then I just got into it when I was in Jamaica.
Mm.
And but I was good when I was training, but once I got into games, I choked. I was like a massive choker. Like I would just screw off the game. It was bad. Dang. So I was learning how to get past that, and then just crap hit the fan. And I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair
What
enough.
you know? One of the things you were mentioning, Bobs, about you playing the piano and stuff. One of the things I was thinking of because you know, especially in the whole review and reaction community on YouTube, one of the things I find the most value in, and this is something you know my sister and I have in common is it's very interesting to see the opinions of people that have a background in music,
Or
um,
there are learning music.
especially regarding you know talents like you know the Filipino talents or any talent around the world. And what do you guys have like a background in music, or is that something you're looking to do in the future? You know, like you, Bubs, or
So my piano playing skills is very much beginning, like beginning stages. I'm nowhere near being able to play like good.
No, you can play.
But as far as your question, we actually, I think the most musical thing we've ever done is in high school. We senior year, we joined the choir in our school.
oh, very nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was like a room of how many kids were in that class? Like 100 something.
120.
Yeah,
My
it was
God.
like an elective, so it had anyone from like ninth grade to 12th grade, obviously. And it's funny, the first week, like we came in and they did like a testing to see if you're like soprano, alto for the girls.
Yeah.
And then they put both of us in soprano
Yeah.
because we can't really sing.
No.
We joined the class because it was our senior year and they got to go to a lot of different places, like a lot of field trips, like
New York,
Carnegie Hall,
and a whole bunch of things. So we were basically just trying to skip as much school as we could.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that's why we joined the class. But it was so like it took us aback, especially me. I remember like the first day or something. You remember like everyone just being like, oh, and it was like, like what am I getting myself? But yeah, it was fun. We got to sing, like I said, in New York, Carnegie Hall, which is like this big.
Wow.
Nice.
Well done, guys. Well, you know,
My
that's amazing.
God.
Yeah, but back to we still can't really sing.
Yeah,
you know.
But that's what's so special about music. You don't have to be able to be in it to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's the greatest singers and the greatest entertainers make you feel something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's for everybody. And I feel like a lot of the reactors that we have, well, we are reactors. A lot of the people that we have reacted to have just given you that feeling. That's what sets people apart, is when they are able to give you that feeling, like KZ, Morissette.
Yes.
Like those people you are able to feel what they're singing. It's and you know what's so amazing too, and I've noticed this is like they will get into a song so powerful, like they're really into it, they're making you feel it, and then when the song is done, they take like a breath, and then they start smiling again, like they're back on earth, and I'm like,
it's like
yeah.
character for that moment in time, and you're like transported into like their story and those emotions. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
they are indeed, they are crazy great performers. The first time I watched Morissette on the channel here together, you know I had my my expectations, because Rise Up is such a overdone song. Everybody has their own point to prove when they're singing that song. Like, that if you're listening to a cover of that song, that you're about to be delivered vocals. Like, you just know, because the song is so demanding. But when I heard it, I was like, her version, I wasn't only blown away by the vocal capabilities, but the humility that she approached the song with as well. Morissette really blew me away that first time. And then when I first heard KZ, it was one of like her performances in The Singer, the Chinese show, and I was like, oh my god, her, like, I personally thought that her Rolling on the Deep arrangement was done by the show, like the arrangement was done by the show. But then we had McCoy, her guitarist, on the podcast, and he was saying, no, we come up with that stuff, like, it's us, and I'm like, oh my god, that's nuts.
Dude, there's this story he
She's
told
so
on.
great.
There's this story on the podcast later. He told that song "Say Something" she did, KZ did on the Singer, yeah. To me, that's the show. That's the song that made me understand that KZ, to me at the moment, might be one of the best, if not the best, live performer I've seen in a guitar singer basis. I think she's probably the best live performer
Mhm.
I've ever seen. And he said that we were just talking about it because there were rumors that KZ was doing a Chinese song in the morning for that show, right? So she's learning, she doesn't speak Chinese, so she's learning a bit the song and stuff like that. And then they changed the song for the afternoon one, and she called, or was it the nighttime one? And she called McCoy, her guitarist, about 24 hours, 48 hours prior. It's like,
24 hours prior.
it's like, dude, I don't have a song. He's in the Philippines. Can you please come over to China? We have to make this song. We need to find a song. All these stress and dramas going on. She flew him from Philippines to China. 24 hours pass. They do one run, maybe one rehearsal of the song. Say Something. 4 hours later, they're performing at nighttime, and that's that iconic performance that most people have watched. That has garnered over 100 million views in the thing, and it's such a magical performance. One rehearsal, no planning, just them being them. Just
that chemistry, that was crazy
so
to me.
when I heard that, I was like, yeah, elite shit. You know what I mean? Like that stuff. Look, man, I hate blowing in our own horn a bit, but we've been involved in the industry for a while, music wise, in South America, and when you see people like this, we've toured when we were kids. We've done albums. We've done all that stuff in that very small scale. Minimal experience, but I guess it counts for something, because when I see people like this just murder in a stage, which TV, if you've ever performed on TV, anyone watching or listening, it's so rough, man. Like performing in TV is one of the worst experiences, because equalization is not for you.
Yep.
Mixing is not for you. You probably only get one sound check, and if you have a crowd, it's one shot, one take, and whatever the audience is hearing, you're not hearing.
So you're hearing a different version through the in-ear monitors or the fallbacks in the stage.
So the audio is actually different to what you're hearing. So for her to then not only do that with Say Something, but then do that with Rolling in the Deep, then do that
and every
with
cover that she did on the show.
See You Again in the show, it was so mind-blowing to me. I was like, what in the hell? This lady's so special.
She's wild.
She was unreal.
Yeah. My uncle is in the industry, right? And he was asking me, like, what are you reacting to? And I was like, hold on. And I just opened up KZ on The Singer, and I was like, check this out. And it was Rolling in the Deep. And I had seen that video when we reacted to it, and then I have to watch it multiple times when we're editing and whatever.
Right.
But even still, showing him, I was just listening to her vocals, and I was like,
it gets you every
what
time.
in the hell? I'm just like yelling myself. Like, he's like, yeah, this girl is good. I'm like, yeah, she's good. She's crazy. Yeah. And it kind of sucks, and I've said it before, but it kind of sucks that like in America, we're not open to those artists unless we go look for them. You know, there's so much talent across the world, right? What y'all are doing right now, y'all are looking at talent everywhere.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks that, you know, as Americans and in every other place, you might not experience that talent, that God-given talent that so many people have. It sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it takes a while for it to get here. Like BTS, how long they've been doing their thing, and we had friends like years and years before they really blew up here. Like expose us to them. So same thing I feel like with the Filipino artists.
Yeah. We have to do it ourselves and show people. I've showed my friends.
They're so good.
Yeah, like I've showed my friend Morissette. I was at her house like a year or two ago, but I will always remember her reaction to it. I was like, dang, I should have filmed this thing. Because she was like in awe, like wow, look at Morissette singing. She didn't know who she was, but you feel me? She's like, this girl has God-given talent. And I was like,
no. It's just something so natural about them, isn't it? Like they've got this thing that is like, God given. It really just like flows through them. And I don't know if you know Bugoy Drillin. He's insane though, right? Like he is crazy. And when we talked to him, he was like, I don't think I'm that talented. I just think of myself as a vessel. Like the singing comes to me because God gave it. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like that you are way too good for this world.
He learned.
Like,
he told us he learned singing. Yeah, singing to his water buffalo in the farms of his family, just singing to it as he was doing the chores and stuff. And again, just like when I heard McCoy's talk about it, KZ's guitarist,
like, what?
to Bugoy, I was like, dude, you have to be taking the mickey. Like that doesn't make any sense. and then the most inspiring thing about Bugoy, I find, is that it was his message. He was like, anyone can sing. Anyone has this capability of singing, and that maybe we shouldn't get caught up too much in this idea of your God gifted, but that you can kind of access this bizarre power, this God-given power, just through practice and
dedication. And if you open yourself to
copying the right voices, modeling the right voices. It was very bizarre, because I agree with what you said. It's like a lot of these guys really have that ick factor, which to me is sort of God-given. It's not, you can't really explain it too cleanly. It has to be some mystical, magical thing going on. You know what I mean? But I do agree with you as well, saying that it is a shame, the fact that we don't get exposed. It's not just in America, guys. It's South America and Venezuela. We would have never been exposed to the South Korean industry, to the Filipino industry, to the French industry, to the Turkish industry. And it doesn't happen.
And being here in London, you don't really get to see, like, whatever's popping in America, that's what we will be listening to here. And whatever British artists that are kicking butts in the industry that you probably know in America is what we listen to here on a daily. But and listen, we're so close to France. We don't listen to any French music in the charts here, and it's crazy to me. They're unbelievable.
The Filipino community in London is very
huge.
strong. It's big. It's very big. But it, like, the music doesn't seem to hit the charts here. I don't think it ever has.
It's never done it.
So it is a bit like and it's very nice to hear from guys like you. Like, you feel like you have a sense of responsibility to share it to your friends and sort of encourage them to. Because I don't even think it's open-mindedness, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I think it's just more, just
awareness
of
else.
That there's other singers and musicians in the planet that might actually, I think better than what you get fed through the mainstream media, what the number ones are here, without throwing shade at anyone, because if you've made it to number one, top 10 in the charts, respect to you. You've done your work. I have things to learn from you, obviously. But I believe some of these guys, the Morissettes, the likes of KZ, Bugoy, Daryl, Michael, all
Oh
these
my God,
guys
they're
are number
incredible.
one worth having singers, you know?
Yeah, 100%. And just like they are, like what you were saying in France, I don't know any French
Uh,
artists,
Doe,
honestly.
Doe, we'll get texting. I'll put you on some French stuff. You'll like
Thank
it.
you.
Yes, yeah.
The same for you, Bubs. The doors now are open for all your music stuff.
There's Michaels and Morissettes and Casey's probably in every single country on the planet, and
Most
we're never
likely.
get exposed to them. You know, it sucks.
Yeah.
And it like when we're watching, I'm like, we'll turn off the camera and we're done with the reaction, and we'll still be like, oh my gosh, it freaking sucks, dude. That
Yeah.
nobody will know.
Yeah.
It,
Unless you're actively searching.
yeah,
But,
Yeah.
searching.
I think it's also impressive as well what all credit to these guys because they've really been able to achieve things that they've done for themselves. So
Mhm.
I find a lot of
Value in that.
value in that
Yeah.
as well. You know, the likes of Daryl and the Bugoy and Morissette and all these guys have built this stuff themselves. You know that it's their ideas, is their renditions of the covers. They've really that's why it's so admirable about the Filipino industry. When you look at other industries, I wish other countries had the support that the Filipino fan base and the Filipino people give to their artists because it would really that is a rarity, is an anomaly. It doesn't happen anywhere else. The closest one, yeah, maybe Algeria has a really proud feel towards their musicians.
Brazilians are like that too.
Brazil, but it's an anomaly. It doesn't happen here in London.
Hmm.
I don't know. You know, I'm obviously not from the States, but I don't know how it is over there. You know, where you kind of you really look up to these states or American musicians. I don't know if that's the case. It just seems because the industry there is so big, it's just kind of what's on TV. So maybe people just kind of idolize them for that reason, you know?
yeah. Who's like one of the biggest singers here? Like Beyonce. Okay,
Well,
Beyonce.
you guys got a few, you know? You guys got a few.
Beyonce, she's from my hometown, Houston,
yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
But yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. And there, I don't know. It's different here too, I guess. I guess it would be different here, but you know, we kind of look at just famous people in general as like gods, and it depends on who you are. Like, it could be a good thing, it could not be a good thing. My mom used to say that, like, well, this might be inappropriate, but she used to say it's the human just like you. They crap just like you. Like, they use the
Yeah,
just like you. They're the same person as you. They just have this God-given talent that, is amazing. But
Oh, your mom is a smart woman.
yeah.
yeah, yeah, and we hold them to such a on a humongous pedestal, and I'm so guilty of that. I mean, Beyonce is the queen.
I think she said that. Beyonce.
Yeah, she probably did. But I have had to check myself and be like, you know what? I don't know if y'all are, believers or whatever, but the only person that I should be believing in is, God. You feel me? I shouldn't hold anybody to that high of a standard, because that could be not good for me. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes
No,
sense.
I think it's really important though. Overall, I think because what we believe that what makes them this kind of like deity type of feel to famous people is the fact that they have been dehumanized to an extent. You know, we see this really polished, this really perfect image of a human, and it's all done through publicity and marketing and whatever they want us to see, right? So of course it's good to, from time to time slap yourself in the face and be like, they're people like you, come on, they bleed just like you, they breathe just like you. And but
They go through tough times and dark times just like everyone does,
and
right?
but we just don't see that part, and that's why I am such a huge fan of unfiltered raw material that any famous people put out there. When for example, when Miley Cyrus went to Joe Rogan and she spoke about all her struggles with her vocal health and the undisciplined undisciplines in her life and everything, like, that stuff to me was like, that's what we need to see. That because that makes me admire her artistry way more, because then I understand the struggles. I can relate to, I can, you know, feel some type of like relatability to her stories, because makes you feel like you're part of that too. Maybe that's just me. Where do you guys stand on that?
No, 100%. I think similarly, like when artists come out and talk about their mental health,
Mm.
like people oftentimes will be like, oh, well, they have money and they have success and they have fans and whatever, like they should be amazing. But like at the end of the day, like you said, like Doe was saying, we bleed the same, we breathe the same, we have the same struggles. You don't know what they're going through, and so I love when people come out and talk about how, um, you know, the struggles that they have, with like anxiety or depression or this or that. So just makes them a little bit more relatable. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes them human, I feel. Not just only relatable, but it reintegrates that aspect of humanity that we kind of lost through the mirrors of fame, you know.
Bubs, given your background in psychology and obvious interest in it, one of the things that I- I've looked really closely, obviously because my sister's one of them, is artists. It seems to me, and I have read a bit of research on this, which is really artists, it's a god-given talent, but it's also a curse, because one of the most difficult things when you're a natural artistic person is to not only make a career out of what you do, because it's very difficult, but it seems the way they look at the world, it's completely different to what the way I would see the world. And one of the things that I find, there is, going back to the Filipino industry, which they really have done everything themselves. I don't know. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this based on your career you're taking. But how difficult is it truly for a naturally artistic person to do things that they're truly uncomfortable for their personality type, and sort of natural traits, as marketing themselves, as networking, as being extroverted in specific situations, and putting the rawest, purest form of themselves through their music for everyone to see.
Mm-hmm. I think that's like a lot of artists, when they sing and they just bring out their vulnerabilities, like what they're going through their music and stuff like that. But like beside, because some artists don't do that. I feel like some just are given a record and write, and they're told to sing it, and then
Yes.
there's others who are given the opportunity, like make their name, like Taylor Swift or
Mhm.
whomever, who have the opportunity to like really put their struggles and what they've going through into their music and have other people hear it. And I think that's very therapeutic for a lot of artists. That's what they say a lot of the times. But then also back to what you were saying, um, like a lot of artists have to build their name, right? If they're not very well known, they have to do interview after interview and do this and do that and do that. And then at the end of the day, it becomes burnout for them. It's not like it's not as enjoyable anymore, because they're just really trying to do what they're told to do. And I think that's where the fun of it sort of disappears as well. And,
Ladies, I don't know what you just done, but the audio now sounds brilliant.
Fantastic.
Like
We can hear you
literally
loud and clear.
in the last few seconds, it just sort of improved. I don't know if it was us on our side, or maybe it was you. Maybe just magic.
Magic.
It's magic.
Go with magic.
It's because Bubs, you were spewing out knowledge, and then sort of
So I could turn up the volume.
yeah, it naturally happened.
I don't know if it was knowledge, but thank you. But yeah. But like, how about you guys? You said we've actually watched some of your covers as well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How did you guys get into it?
Well, we started music when we were really young. My parents were involved. They both of our parents were involved in music since before we came into
I
the
hope no one
family.
saw that I just dribbled.
So we've always been surrounded by music, right? So I started singing when I was really young, and I got into this folkloric band that did a lot of touring around the country. And I was about 5 years old, and Ephra was like 3 years old, and he
I
kind
was
of
a
like,
little, I was a little twerp, the little mascot for a good years, for a good
yeah,
few
so
years.
he kind of tagged along because he wanted to hang around with me, right? And it kind of became our thing. That's where I felt the most comfortable. I felt the most myself when I was on stage singing for people. And we grew up in the industry, in the entertainment industry,
In Venezuela,
in
this is all in
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, of course, I should have made that remark. And so we grew up doing that, and to me that was like it. I just knew that that was my calling, and that I should carry on after. And we started doing TV and entertainment on that side too. Was we were touring around the country as well and doing albums
Dude,
and
we used to
stuff.
we used to have a show. Oh fuck it, maybe I shouldn't say this
Don't say the name.
then people are gonna start
No.
putting out clips and stuff. But we used to have a show, right, where it was called Consejitos.
No, don't
and
say
that
it.
and that in Spanish means
Everyone in this
and that and that in Spanish. I mean, we've spoken about it before in the channel.
But we should not speak about it.
Let's just say it's not that we're not proud of that past, but let's say the
Just
cringe level
cringeworthy.
is a bit high because we were kids.
Oh
But
no.
it was a show about kids giving advice to adults
on morals and
on
stuff.
morals and values. It was hilarious. And I was, I'm this little twerp, this mini creature, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did it until we were what?
10, like
10,
10,
11.
11.
And it was about values, morals, and advice by little ones. You know what I mean? So
Like
it's
our
a nice
take,
concept.
it's like kids' take on like big problems, on like adult
Yeah. So
problems.
it's a nice concept, but
But
I
cringe.
guarantee what came out of my mouth was probably very low level stuff. But it was we did that for a lot of years, and being involved, and I'm so happy the fact that I stuck with it, because I was one of the ones that I wasn't enjoying it as much. I wanted to be a kid, you know what I mean? I wanted to
Run around, play football, and
hang out with my friends and do whatever I wanted to without caring that people might know who we were because of this. And but I'm so grateful I did it, because it gave you an insight into what some of these people, mine a little insight, because it was just regional TV, and when it became national TV, we actually then left. Valeska decided to pursue her career in singing professionally. Then she traveled to Europe, and then we obviously ended up here in London. You did performing arts for 4 years in theatre and stuff like that, and I went the athletic route in tennis. So we kind of separated a bit for a good 10 years, but it gave me a little bit of an insight of what you mentioned, Bobs. It's when you do interviews and the cameras and the lights, they change people. They really do seem to change people, especially I can only imagine at this magnitude that these guys are doing it on. It must be bizarre. But music, funnily enough, music was always the thing we always had in common.
That's right.
Because I when I was a kid, I would do everything my sister would do. She was kind of like my, the thing I would look up to, the person I would look up to, and I would copy everything you do. And then 10 years later, you're a graduate from
Performing
arts in theater, and then I'm like, I don't want to do theater. You know what I mean? I'm not into the whole Greatest Showman stuff. And I had to go and watch you in theater here in London and stuff. And not to shade my theater fans, the people that are friends of Valeska, especially those ones. You know what I mean? But I'm not big into that stuff. Especially, but you know what? When we watched Lea Salonga, she's obviously a legend to people like Valeska, like
my God,
goddess.
I knew her before we were introduced to her in the channel, and I was like, Ephra, I am so glad this is coming up.
So I'm slowly by Valeska's hand, by your hand, she's slightly, starting to slowly introduce me into maybe the theater that I might like, which is more sort of vocally rich, less I'm gonna drink a cup of tea, I'm gonna watching the time. I'm like, why do you have to sing everything you do, man?
Shut up, because you loved High School Musical.
High School Musical is a shit.
No, here's the thing. Ephra thinks that High School Musical is the whole extent of musicals that there ever is. Yes. And they were ever written.
Yes, ladies, it is. That's the pinnacle. That's as far as it gets.
Because for him, it wasn't, I'm going to drink a cup of tea. It's, I'm playing
basketball. Yeah. But yeah, so music was always a thing we had in common. And then with YouTube, it kind of gave us this opportunity to make music every week and make a song every week
It
and
was
kind of
something,
reignited that, you know.
yeah, it was something like it was like sparking something that had kind of fell like asleep
Yep.
between our relationship. We had grown apart a little as well, because he was doing sports so intensely. I was
I was never
pursuing,
with her like for good.
I was never with you either. Like,
Yeah.
I was pursuing my career in theater. Efra was pursuing his career in tennis, still is. And modeling came along, and shoots and stuff and whatever. And we kind of drifted apart.
Yeah, you're
And
making me sound real cool.
but isn't that
None of
it?
those stuff is as cool as it sounds, ladies. He's just sweating buckets, hitting a fluffy yellow ball, and then modeling comes up. You just look like a melon, and they take some pictures.
Anyway, so the Efra was like, Valeska, I want to make music again. Like, I want to do something that's me again, And I said, oh well, we started jamming in the couch one day, and yeah, we bought a microphone and we set up a little studio in the living room, and we
Party
got
time.
on it. Yeah, and it was really nice. I think it's like you said, Bubs, is really therapeutic. It's like that moment when you can really put down your thoughts in paper. Whatever's happening in the week, you can kind of like let it out whilst you're recording it. The only thing I really truly miss is performing, is being on stage and having that connection with people. Oh my god, bring that back.
Yeah.
That is truly therapeutic.
Are you guys
Like,
big into like when the whole pandemic stuff wasn't here? Are you guys big into going to like concerts and stuff like that?
Yes and no. I mean, I hadn't really. Okay, so a little background about me. My parents were pastors, right?
Okay.
Oh, right, nice.
Yeah. So up until like later on in my life, I didn't even have cable TV, right?
I see.
I was exposed to things very late.
Yeah.
Why did I say that?
Getting into concerts. When would you go to your first concert?
My first concert, I think, was Fifth Harmony with you.
Was it?
It might have been, which was like 9th or 10th grade. But I laughed.
Too early though. That's good.
Yeah. But I laughed because last year I told Chuchi, our friend,
Yeah.
that I was going to go to. That was going to be like one of my resolutions for that year.
2020.
I was gonna go to as many concerts, open myself up to so much music as I could.
Festivals.
Yeah. smaller artists. Like, I just wanted to go experience all types of people, all types of music, and just get culturally, what's the word?
Involved.
Thank you. Involved of things. And then COVID hit, and it was like, well,
Yeah. Well, God said, not today.
Not today, Satan.
Literally, it's really funny though. I feel like a lot of people went through that. Like, I feel like we planned a lot of stuff through 2020 as well. Like, this is what's gonna happen. This is what we're gonna do. Blah 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 blah, and then lockdown, and you're like, okay. Even though I have to be honest, though, I've been living in quarantine for the past 3 years.
Especially because of the YouTube, right?
Like, I spend more time editing videos sitting on a chair than I do socializing outside. Sad but true. I love it though. I don't complain.
And I'm actually sure is probably similar with you ladies. That the editing you guys do and stuff. How are you guys coping with I mean, I don't, right, maybe it's the wrong question right now because there's not much to do outside. I don't know how it is over there in Florida, but how are you guys coping with the whole YouTube and then life?
It's been hard, y'all. It's been hard. Last year we took probably like 3 or 4 breaks. One break was like 1 month long. We had never done that. Up until then, we were grinding on YouTube. Like, we were posting things and we were consistent. And then last year we had, just like y'all, we had our set plans of what we were going to do, and that it was going to start with us going to Europe. That was how it was going to start. We had people that were going to fly in here that we were going to interview. We were going to do stuff kind of like what y'all are doing. I mean, not this cool, because this shit is dope. But we had like ideas. Yeah, no, it's fire. Well, we had some of those ideas. I don't know if we'll do them. I don't know.
Yeah, everything sort of just obviously went into a pause, like everyone's life.
Yeah, and you would think like we're inside, we're indoors, we don't have to go out to work. Like it would be easier for us, but it hit us like a ton of bricks emotionally and mentally. It
and it wasn't even just COVID, it was just the year.
Right.
In general,
it was just rough. Y'all. It still is rough. We're still trying to figure ourselves out. We have not been able to get back to being that consistent grinding like we were. We're trying to work on it. We had that conversation like 2 days ago. Like, how are we gonna? What do we need to do, and what do we need to change to get back to where we were?
I see.
I don't know.
Well, you guys now know you got our full support and
absolutely anything you need, however we can help.
Absolutely,
we're here.
Sending you all the best energy. Because it has been especially last year. It was a year to look inwards. You know, it really gave you that opportunity to look in, especially this might just be personal to me, but the last few years I've been on the road a lot, and when you're at home and
everybody's at home,
everybody's at home now, including myself, which is bizarre. It's like it does give you an opportunity to really tune in to where am I, where am I right now, what's going on with this. And it also feels
that could be very confusing though, like that could be so unsettling because it comes out of nowhere, like nobody was expecting
especially because the world stopped, right? Exactly. So it felt like whatever you had planned for the future, it no longer exists. So I sympathize a little, ladies, but I hope you do figure it out, and because it's a rough one. Like I'm obviously new to the whole YouTube thing with my sister with the podcast, but I've observed a lot of the amount of work she puts in, and now talking to guys like you and other YouTubers we've had on the channel, it's like, fuck, man, it's rough. Like
there's a lot of work that goes into it, though.
My admiration for the people that I watch on YouTube, my favorite creators, as people call them, it goes up because it's rough. It's so tough.
And people don't realize that, especially like what you were saying, when you're just a viewer, you think they're just, even if they're vloggers, you're just like, oh, they're videoing their life. Like, it's not a problem. You don't know the hours upon hours that it takes to come up with the idea of where you're gonna go vlog, the editing that goes behind it, the scheduling, everything has to be, work itself together with the social medias. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
We're blessed. We are so blessed. I mean, to get 500,000 subscribers, like, who would have thought?
Yeah, it still blows my mind every time.
Well done, you guys. Congrats, ladies. Well done. That deserves big bangs and like bells and everything, like confetti. I wish, so cool.
Ladies, I wish we had like a bloody button here that I could press and it does like, like next time you come on, I promise I'm gonna have a little button thing.
Yeah, no, honestly, I totally relate to you guys. A lot of work, and when you hit a mark like that, 500,000, you're like, oh my god, that's when it really becomes like real. Tell me how you felt the first time you saw, like the first time you hit a big moment in your channel, and you were like, what do we do now?
I think we can go back to actually like our very first reaction video that we ever did.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember.
He liked that?
Yes. It was that one. We did okay, so before we did reactions, what kind of videos were we even doing?
I don't know what we were doing. We were just posting because we loved YouTube.
Right. We were posting consistently. Obviously when you're first starting out, we weren't zero. Like we were posting for months and nothing was coming out of it, other than our pure entertainment of like creating it.
Yeah.
Obviously very special. But then Doe was like, this is actually the story I probably got into reactions as well. Doe was like, why don't we do a reaction video to, there was Fifth Harmony at the time.
Right.
Had like a new single out or something. We're like, yeah, we've always been big Fifth Harmony fans. So we did that reaction, and I remember we posted it that night. And I think I'm the one who you posted it and whatever, and it went live, whatever. And I like refreshed the page, and it went to like 70. And I was like, Doe, like, are you? I was like, come on now, girl. And then it went up again, and it was like 100. I was like, Doe. And it like slowly started going up. It was like 500, 1,000. I was like, okay, stop playing with me. Are you literally like
refreshing the page?
Like, where are these numbers coming from? Because obviously all of our videos were 0 or like 5 from us. Like
they were like about 30, but we thought we were the funniest people. Like we were watching because we're like,
it made us so happy.
Yeah,
yeah. And then so when that video sort of started getting, I don't even know how many views
it went to 14,000, and then it got blocked.
Yeah.
But
ouch.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
But it was crazy because just getting all of those, seeing 1,000, literally. I remember the next day I went to school. I was walking the halls. I'm like, people gonna recognize me.
I swear, same thing with me. I went to school the next day and I swore, I was 100% positive in my head
that I was like, "Are you dumb?"
Yeah, I swore. I swore I did.
Yeah,
that is fantastic. I love that story.
Yeah. So then after that, obviously we started posting more, and then we started the Filipino reactions, and people started requesting different artists, which we got exposed to and started posting of that. And I think still to this day, whenever a video does really well, we don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know, especially like the subscribe when we hit 100,000 subscribers.
Yo,
that we made a video about it, and I think it's still on our channel.
Yeah,
we were crying.
Yeah. Because it's just, we always have just seen ourselves as just two normal girls that just like, it's so crazy because our families didn't even know about this until like 2.5 years in.
Yeah,
like
we didn't tell anyone.
We didn't tell anybody.
Was that out of fear? Was that out of fear, or just because you weren't interested in telling anyone else?
So for me, it was more of like maybe a lack of understanding from my family, and then not telling friends for the fear of like it not succeeding and judgment.
Yeah.
I like to do things and like see if it'll do well, and then maybe share with people.
Right.
Trial and error type of thing.
We still haven't told most of our friends.
If
they find out, they find out. But we
like
we don't say nothing.
I have a friend who found out, like, she was recommended one of our videos like on YouTube. She's like, you have a channel? It's like, oh yeah. So yeah.
And just just out of curiosity, now like on the stage that you guys are at now, that you come up recommended, even if people that know you didn't know that you had a channel now, are getting introduced to your stuff. How does your close friends that saw the evolution, how do they interact with you now?
You feel like it's changed?
Feel like they've changed, or are they the same? What is it?
Well, the only close friend is like Chuchi.
Right.
This girl doesn't even.
She does not. She doesn't care. Hold on. Our thing's about to die. 1 second.
That's okay. Oh, that's cool. And you got friends like that, that they're just like, yeah, whatever. You're still the same people.
Yeah, 100. And I think that's what's. Are we good? Are we frozen?
No. You're good. You're good.
You're cool though. You're cool.
I think that's what's. I mean, we're not like. I don't know. We've just been able to keep ourselves very humble.
Yeah, we don't see ourselves like, oh my god, like.
And I think it's because we didn't expose like a lot of people don't know in our lives. We just lived our daily lives, and it's kind of like two separate lives, which is kind of weird.
Hannah Montana. I love that. You guys do YouTube full time now, though, right?
Well, yes, and then we've been taking more breaks.
Right.
But yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, what made you guys say, "Oh, we're gonna take YouTube as our main thing right now"? What was the flip? Because there's usually a moment in life when you say, "Okay, now let's give this a shot."
We spoke to so sorry to interrupt your train of thought, ladies, but we even if they're not in the podcast, sometimes we speak to people that they might have a YouTube channel or whatever, and they usually always say that to us. Like, one of the moments they always remember is, oh, like,
let's take this seriously.
I reckon if I take this seriously, I could build something. Or for some it's the income. For some it's like, wow, I don't have to work in this cafe that I hate. I can now try to push for this. I think one of my favorite YouTube reactors, No Life Shack. He's so funny, that guy. He does a lot of Eminem reactions and stuff. And one of the things he does now, where he talks about, he quit his job in BMW. He was like, I don't know if he was a
Like a
cleaner there
busboy.
or he was kind of like running errands and stuff. And at this point, I think he had 100,000 around that subscribers. So he had achieved something amazing, regardless. But he was like, I reckon if I put my mind and soul and everything, and I give myself no way back, I could build something. And he got his last paycheck. He paid 2 months of rent in advance, and he just went at YouTube non-stop every day for 2 months. And one of his videos went viral, of Eminem. He reached like 1.5 million views. And then he says that his biggest thing is he received a YouTube check for $12,000 that month. And he was like, what the
I know.
I
What
mean,
the
yeah.
hell?
He's killing it now. He's got nearly 3 million subscribers, and he's been at it at a short time, I think 4 or 5 years now. A long time in YouTube years, but it's formidable for any other career to achieve that amount of success. And the numbers, that's why I think the numbers, not just the money, like the numbers of people
And support and like actual hero humans.
that stuff doesn't make any sense to me, because 1,000 people, man, like I remember back in the day selling 1,000 tickets, selling 1,000 albums that we would give to people, like here,
hand to hand.
hand to hand. That would be like an insane number. But now, 1,000 views on YouTube is nothing, it seems, or like 100 or 10,000 or 100, and then you get the people in the big leagues, the millions and all that stuff. And one of the things he said, like that was the moment it clicked to him, the day he received that check from YouTube. So for him, it was more about money.
That's a motivator and a half.
Other people, it's more like if they had a viral video or they hit 100,000 or 200 or whatever. What do you guys think was your moment where you thought we could? Because it feels you guys have a sense of responsibility for sharing music and doing whatever you could do. You're trying to do it for your love of music. So what was the moment that kind of clicked in your head that this is something we could do?
Before we say that, it's so funny that you say that that's like inspirational, Aniska, because that actually really did hit me. I was like, dang, like that's actually very inspirational and something that at least I needed to hear right now.
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
But anyway,
search him up though. His name is I don't know if you know him. No Life Shack.
No Life Shack.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest reactors on the platform, but his story is one that is not only touched me, it's touched thousands, but it's a really interesting one, because he gave himself no other way out. Like he had 2 months, because after that there's no more rent money.
That's good.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So what was the moment for you guys?
Do we have different moments? I'm trying to think of like a specific moment.
It's like you guys, it's like let's take that seriously. Like, let's see what we can make out of this.
Because the thing is, like, when we first went into it, like, it was for fun, but it was also like, we're taking this seriously.
Right.
All right. So right off the bat, it was like.
Right off the bat, but the thing is, like, we would only post once a week, if that. Or, like, skip a week and it'd be whatever. I don't remember like the specific moment we were like, it just sort of started happening, right?
Yeah, you know what? We since the beginning. So I think it started when we started doing reactions. So that he liked that video that got blocked. That's what really was like, oh my gosh, like people like us, like we're good at this, like we could do this, and but there has been multiple moments where we have wanted to just like completely stop, and one of those instances would have happened. Like there was so there was this time, I don't even think we were at 5,000 subscribers yet.
No, not
and
even.
We were posting regularly. I don't even know how we were doing that, honestly. But we wanted to stop, and Taylor Swift's management or somebody on Taylor Swift's team reached out to us and said they wanted us to.
I forgot. How did I forget about this? Yes.
Yeah, they wanted a portion of our video to be played at her concert.
She was going on tour, and so they were putting together like a bunch of fans like reaction videos and to play before she comes out on stage.
So awesome, guys.
Yeah, and so we were able to meet her. I had a heart to heart. Yeah, we sat in like the family friends place.
Oh my god!
Yes, and we sat with like Camila Cabello's family and her
sat next
mom.
to her grandmother.
Like, it was
Damn.
that we needed, and multiple times that has happened. When we hit 100,000, that was another time where I was like, shit, like.
Yeah, it's funny because right before those things happen, we're out of downfall.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, we don't know.
There's
something going on.
Yeah.
Like, we're not being as consistent. We're not
Yeah.
in the right headspace, whatever. And then the Taylor thing happened, and we're like,
yeah.
And then we continued writing, and then another fall, and then
there was another time where this is probably like a year and a half ago. Morissette and Casey, one of our I love her so much.
I think I saw this where I think they
send you like video messages.
Yes, and
Amazing.
I tell you, if you saw the video, our reactions were, there was no fakeness about that. I was on the floor when I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, and that was another time that really picked us up, and I was like, yeah, we should be doing this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And even just like recently, just people that say like, you put a smile on our face and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That helps so much. People don't even understand how much those comments help. You feel me?
I think that's what it is. It's like the feedback we're getting from our viewers, like the comments that we're getting, like, you've made our day, and anything like that. And it hits close to us specifically because before we even started YouTube, like, that was where I would go to like cope with what was like my favorite YouTubers would make my day type of thing. And so just seeing that feedback to us, and every time I read it, I'm still like, are you sure?
Really?
Yeah. But that's what keeps us going.
Oh, you guys are very enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, you guys have such a cool energy. Like I said at the beginning, you got this whole cool thing happening, and I really like it. It's
actually
it's a
watched
really nice dynamic.
then the last video I watched from you guys was you guys were listening to that Olivia song. What's her name?
Her driver's license. Yeah.
That girl was good, huh? But you were saying that it's actually I don't want to sound like an old fucking man, but I'm not in TikTok or any of that stuff. I don't do that stuff. But you were saying, I heard you, Bob, saying that it was all over TikTok.
Yeah.
So she's like a viral sensation, it seems.
Yes. Oh my God. She like hit so many. I don't know if you guys are aware. Like, she broke so many records. Like, she broke Ariana Grande's "Thank You Next."
Damn.
Yeah.
For most streams in a single day on Spotify. So
Yeah.
Like, yeah, girl, it's crazy.
She's been kicking butts. Yeah, this is like her first official single, isn't it? Like her debut. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I received a lot of messages about it, and I didn't know anything about her. Like, I didn't know any of her background. Filipino, I didn't know anything, like nothing. And everybody was like, you gotta check it out because it's dope. And I was like, okay, we're here. And it actually is so good. And then you listen to the story behind the song and how the music video was directed and like the lyrics and everything that comes together. And it's like, okay.
She's real young though.
This is really good.
She's real young.
She's from Disney, isn't she?
Yeah, she's like 17 or something.
Yeah.
Damn.
And going back to the TikTok thing, I send Doe some of the TikToks. Like, people are really creating, not only just covers of the song, and like that's how it's just showing up more and more and more on my thing.
Right.
People are like making it so, like, they're getting so creative. Like, people are creating the song from different perspectives. Like, I don't know if I said this in the video, but like, people are pretending like they're the blonde girl, so they'll rewrite the lyrics and be like, I'm that blonde girl, and like,
I see.
Story. And then the guy's perspective, they're like, I see this girl driving through by my house, and it's like, obviously I'm not doing it justice, but like, and it makes it so that much more entertaining.
Right.
Yeah, like it's got layers. Like when something is so special like that, when you get something that is very that is very at its core is very honest, and then it becomes such a huge hit, and people can actually relate and understand other perspectives because there's got so much layers in it. It is fantastic. I really liked it.
Let me ask you. I'll ask all three of you. What's your favorite song lately? Like what you've heard lately. It could be something you've covered on the channel. It could be something in your own time. But like something that, it's like the song you've been playing a lot this last few weeks. I'm trying to expand my music taste. In case you're seeing, I'm trying to steal music and then put it in my playlist. In case you're going to.
Can I check my phone?
Yeah. I was about to do the same.
Okay.
Let's
I know mine off the top of my head because I play all the fucking time. Go on, Bubs. You go first.
Okay. Mine is the new Shawn Mendes album.
Oh yeah.
That's the one with Monster, right? With JB.
Yeah. But like the other songs,
I
Monsters,
actually,
like there's other songs on there that are like, wow.
wait, which one? I actually haven't heard the album. Which one should I start with, or should I just go throughout the whole thing?
Go from the very beginning.
A true fan, a true fan.
Gotta
Is
go
it?
through
What is it? What is it? Is it Wonder?
Wonder.
Yeah.
This album.
Shawn Mendes.
I actually really enjoyed that collaboration he did with Justin Bieber. It's fucking hard.
That was fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.
From him?
Yeah, Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber, right there, Monster one. It's a good song, that one.
Monster was great.
Yeah. Doe, you got your one?
So I change very quickly, like what I like. So in the past couple weeks, it's changed, and since I'm always listening to music because I'm skating to music, it's "Gypsy Woman" by Crystal Waters.
Yeah.
Of a song.
No idea.
It's like la da dee da da da.
Yes.
Da,
It's a, you know the song. You definitely know the song.
What is it? Crystal Waters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And then a song called "Slow Down" by Skip Marley and Her.
Oh my God, yes! And the music video is so cool because it's in New York, and everybody's like, "Oh, I love it."
That song gets
the
me
vibe.
in my feelings, and I'm just here like there's a skate called the dip, and I'm just dipping. It gets me, yeah.
It is dope. That underlying reggae feel with R&B in that song is so freaking good. I love it. Actually, because of that song, I got into a lot of Skip Marley's work that I didn't know he had so much music.
Wow.
Yeah. It was really cool.
What is it? Shawn Mendes full thing? Shawn Mendes
Wonder and
Wonder,
his whole album.
Let me just add that to my thing. Yeah, because I feel like people who recommend new music, especially to me, like they're good people. And also, like, I don't know, music's it's such an important thing to me. So finding new music is like a must.
Yeah.
For me, every week, or whenever I can. So
I am into lately a lot of Korean R&B. I don't know how familiar you guys are with it, but check out this guy. He's totally new. His name is Gemini, and he's got an EP with 2 songs. That's all he's got. There's nothing more. I'm so sad, but his name is Gemini.
Gemini, he's good.
Like the zodiac sign, and the both of those songs are so freaking good. I adore it. And if you're into more Korean R&B, hit me up. I'll send you some stuff.
Dude, Korean specifically Korean R&B. That's my favorite genre. So not Korean R&B, but just R&B in general.
Yeah.
But Korean R&B, dude, the way they do stuff, it's so special.
It's so good.
It might be one of the best R&Bs across the whole world. It's really good. So
it's really well done.
And it doesn't. Sometimes they do a lot of English stuff as well, so you can kind of understand. But even if you don't understand what it's saying, the Korean language naturally is very percussive
and it's very
rhythmical. It's so clean.
Yeah, that's what it is. Got nice dynamic and rhythmicalities to it. Oh, it's really dope.
Y'all's vocabulary for music, we gotta learn from y'all. Our reactions at the end, there's this ongoing joke because we're not like musicians or anything.
We don't know like the technical terms.
We just know what sounds good.
Yeah.
You know, so we have to like come up with words that make it sound good. You know,
no, that's why people like you guys, because you just give your honest opinion of what it is, what made you feel in the moment.
There's so much value in that, ladies. Like there's so much value in just that genuinity that you don't know how to
express.
What is that emotion I'm feeling? You know what I mean?
It's like the colors. The colors. I'm seeing colors.
Yeah.
I like that. That is so creative. That is so cool. I really like that.
I think I got
What have you been listening to lately that you've like obsessed with?
The
Free Nationals. Do you guys know the Free Nationals?
Anderson .Paak.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Check it out.
Yeah, Anderson .Paak's band, the Free Nationals. They're good. I've been listening to a lot of Giveon. You know Giveon? You must know Giveon. No, he's not from Europe. He's from America.
He's from America.
Oh, ladies, do me a favor. Just please search him.
Pull it up.
Giveon is spelled Giveon.
Okay.
Listen to his latest EP. He's done a song with Drake as well. He is mate,
He
the
is
future
insane.
the future of American
R&B.
R&B.
I agree with that statement. Let's go.
It
Yeah.
was funny when she's like, "Stop it," so they don't get
They
copyrighted.
don't
No,
get
no,
No,
no.
no, 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 no. You guys are so nice. I like it.
But yeah, listen to Giveon. Giveon's good. What else have I been listening to? I've been listening to a lot of Brazilian R&B lately.
Oh, also true.
Um,
Also very good. Even if you don't speak Portuguese, it
you
just hits.
though you specifically might like this, especially the Brazilian music industry, because Brazilian funk, from some of my
Anita does, right?
Yes, that's
Anita,
what
yeah,
Anita
yeah,
does. That's right.
Yeah, Anita a
We got
lot.
a couple of
She
them,
is
yeah.
dope.
yeah,
Yes, sir. She's so good.
Yeah, she.
Mm.
yeah.
Mhm.
She's one easy woman to look at, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, and if you like Anita, then you will also like Luisa Sonza, and she is also frick. She's like they call her the Brazilian Barbie
Yeah.
because she is blonde, blue eyes, perfect body, absolutely gorgeous,
Just
and does a lot of funk. And
search up Anita right now on YouTube, and her latest song was with Luisa. It's called Turbo, like turbo, basically, and
turbo mode.
turbo mode. Just yeah, that. Then you get her name because it's a bit long to spell.
Right now, it's not coming up. Hold on.
For Anita
Anita
turbo mode, I think. It's
turbo
called.
mode, I think.
Found it.
Yes, it's like all video games.
It-
The
it's
blonde
it's the
lady,
blondie.
the blonde girl in the video is Luisa Sonza.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
watch it. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, tell
check
her to
out.
check it
Actually,
out.
check it out on the channel. A lot of people love it, and it's a good song as well. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a good one.
It's
Don't
good.
spoil it. Don't
Yeah.
spoil it.
Nah.
I'm
Well, actually,
excited.
there's not much I can spoil. There's just very lovely bodies to look at and women to look at and good vocals.
There you go.
Yes, no, a lot of like hair and outfits inspos if you're into like that crazy stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it's good.
want to get into it.
I think we're a little boring.
Yeah, we are so boring. We
We
don't
need
even
to-
wear makeup. Girl, your eye makeup
Hi,
I see
thank
on
you.
the channel.
Oh my god, we were talking about it right before this.
Yes.
You did like one like I was like,
I know.
Thanks.
so
Wish.
colorful, so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. No,
It's actually all my doing. It's me who does it.
no, like he's
Nah, I'm
lying.
joking. I'm joking.
He can't keep her hands straight.
It look like I do makeup. You know what I mean?
No, honestly, I got into makeup because of theater, like, and I learned a lot of watching drag queen videos.
Yeah,
And
they
that
do
is-
crazy makeup, dude.
That's how I learned.
We gotta take notes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't
And-
even.
because it's so exaggerated, right? Like you can see exactly what is it that they're doing. Like it's not like in makeup tutorials where everything is so subtle and stuff. And it's like you don't really know what the hell is happening. But with these guys, they have such cool, like everything's so big, everything's so accentuated and everything. So I take a lot of inspiration from that drag
How
queen
long does it
makeup
take?
videos. Well, it depends on what I'm doing and how clear of a vision I got. So say that I already have like a picture for inspo or something like
You
that,
got
or
right now,
like stars. Yeah. So if say that I've got something or I know what the hell
Thank you. Or like
there it is. But say that I already got a picture or something up, or I know what I'm wearing, and then it takes me about 45 minutes, an hour. But if I have no clue, girl, it can take up to 2 hours.
it takes a while, ladies. It takes a while.
I've had to wait for her multiple times.
Yeah, definitely.
You kind of get used to it though. You know what I mean? Like, but it is one of those things.
Ooh.
Oh, that's an ambulance. Sorry, you just got scared by an ambulance just going around.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's makeup to me has been one of those things where, especially in say the woman I'm dating or whatever. It's one of those peculiar things to me, which is like, and I've discussed this with my friends. It's very peculiar. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, actually, ladies. Which is like, I for some reason I enjoy a lot, like a very extravagant, a very flamboyant makeup, which is nice, but at the same time, just like a genuinity and just purity, like I guess the word would be natural, right?
Yeah.
It's just so attractive. I don't know why. It can be so attractive, but also flamboyance and
Flamboyant.
like crazy shit. It's also like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Like at the same time, you want like a good middle of that, or do you want like at certain times of the day flamboyancy and then natural?
That's a good
What do you
question.
mean?
Answer that.
Certain times of the day, like when we have breakfast, you gotta look flamboyant. Then when we have dinner, you gotta.
Hey man, I don't know. I don't know.
She's asking you.
No. I don't know. Just sort of a woman that can do both. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? Because I think there's magic in both of them, and I think it's the same with I think with men and just fashion in general. One of the things that I've had the privilege of being involved in is kind of the fashion world here, and it seems to me the most attractive, both in men or women or whatever, like just pleasing to the eye, to me is congruency. So what things that uh, things that go within the same spectrum. So I'm someone that likes that kind of mentality. It doesn't go too far down kind of the one side or doesn't go far one the other. It only goes one way. You know, Bali actually has a huge go at me with this because the way I dress or the way I in shoots and stuff like that, I'm very one way. I don't like to do stuff the other way. So if it's like you have to wear colorful, crazy stuff, and then it's gonna be fucking colorful, crazy stuff. You can't bring black in, you can't bring gray, you can't bring white. It has to be purple, fucking yellow, green. But then if it's what I usually wear, which is more what do you call it, those colors?
Neutrals.
Like neutral
So
colors, then
your maroons, your grays, your
yeah,
blacks.
you're not gonna find any yellow. You know what I mean? So,
And I am the complete opposite.
oh yeah,
I'm a free spirit when it comes to like makeup and hair and fashion overall. I like to make stuff whatever the day feels like. Oh, I feel like wearing feathers with pink shoes, and I will do that.
Doe, what's you said you're skating, right? And you're doing like dancing while you skate.
Yeah.
What's the fashion like in the skate world?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's whatever you want to wear. Yeah, it's really whatever you want to wear. Yeah, I wear just workout clothes because I know I'm going to put in work. Like that's what I skate probably 4 or 5 times a week because that's how I get out of my head.
So you skate more for fitness though, like.
No, I skate to get out of my mind.
Right,
Like,
right.
It's my free time to just put on music and jam. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's so cool.
Maleska, you should get it. I know you're back, but
girl. I was saying to my dad,
Maybe you can do 4-wheelers like her.
I promise I'm gonna get like 100% good just so I can jump on it because I want to. I've always wanted
but
to.
The 4-wheelers though, a bit safer, no?
No, because I've bust my ass so many times, y'all.
Dog, what are you doing? Dog, what are you doing? We're trying to get her in this, not trying to scare her away.
But the feeling that you get, it's worth the fall. Y'all, I fell like 3 days in a row, 3 times every single day. I'm not even joking. On the same side. My bruise was so fucking big. But I was like, I don't give a shit. Because like I need to feel free.
It's good. I think it's also part of the process because once you get past the skimpy bad parts where you don't know how to stand, then everything feels better. And I also feel like it's better than jogging. Oh my god! People say that running helps with like freeing up the mind and like aligning yourself with yourself. But oh my god, is it agonizing?
She's like, girl, I can't even walk up the stairs. What you talking about? Like, come on. Yeah.
Well, I know that.
What was the question? Oh, outfits.
Yes.
So if I'm trying to like show off, I don't know. I'll probably wear some like 90s things, some baggy like
90s. That's what I imagined. Yeah.
Yes.
Or
we're talking aesthetics.
Aesthetics, girl. Yes, and I got the skates. Like I can. You
can pull it off.
Yeah, I could do it. I could do it. Okay.
Well, ladies, to close out the show, let's reveal. Let's do a bit of a reveal here. Your favorite Filipino singer.
Oh,
that's rough. Yeah, that's tough. It's so rough, but you gotta do it. It's a timer. it's a timer. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom.
Are you kidding me? Well,
changes.
Oh, let's do top three. Yeah, top three.
Okay. Morissette.
In no particular order, yeah.
KZ and Kabudakel.
She put on 3 boys in there.
but
because Katrina's in it too.
Okay, I see.
Okay, now, but Bubs, now for you, but you can't say the same ones that Doe said.
But those are my favorites.
4. That's not, you did more than 4.
I'm sorry.
Cheater.
You go, girl.
Because Buddha Cal, and then you did Morissette.
I'm sorry.
I'll stick to my homeboys, the TNT boys.
Hey.
Yes, let's go.
Marcelito.
Yeah.
Oh,
Marcelito,
yes,
yeah, it's very
Marcelito,
good.
yeah.
It's very good.
Incredible.
You know who else? Elaine Duran.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my God.
Hey,
yes.
wait, Doe, you can't. But remember, we can't repeat
sorry.
the same ones. So now you taking one of mine. Come on, girl.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Go on.
Yeah.
So TNT boys, Marcelito, and who else?
And I want to say Elaine. She's
Okay. Yeah, she's good.
What are yours?
Have you heard her Miley Cyrus?
When I look at you.
When
cover.
I look at you cover.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, yeah. Oh, it's the best cover of that one. Oh, it's a joke.
What are your ones? Come on.
Oh, can't say any. Okay.
No, you can't, because I know that you have to say KC. Like, you have to.
Yeah, no, but people know KZ's my favorite. But I'm gonna say Gary Valenciano.
Okay, yes.
I'm gonna say Mr. Pure Energy. That's him, right?
That's right.
I'm gonna say Jaya.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh
I'm
yes.
gonna say Jaya, and then I'm gonna say my boy JR.
Yes.
The king of damn, I used just legends, bro. The king of R&B Philippines. JR.
My dad's approval on the background. For me, I think I'm gonna say Lea Salonga.
Obviously, because theater.
Hey, give me a break. Yeah, Lea Salonga.
She's a joke.
She's incredible. I'm gonna say Kyla. She works a lot with.
No way, you guys don't know.
You don't know
Kyla?
Kyla?
Oh, I think we have. She actually sent us a shout out.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I only
yeah,
done
yeah.
like one reaction.
Yeah, probably.
Kyla.
Dude,
yes.
check out her latest
from home covers. Ooh, in her channel, they're insane.
It'll blow your
like
mind.
just literally chilling, singing in her living room with no microphone, a backing track from like a speaker, and she's like killing the vocals. Like, to me, that's crazy.
I think it's a worship song as well, though.
It's hers though as well.
It's a worship song that she wrote.
It's fantastic. You gotta check it out. So yeah, Kyla and
Last one.
Regine Velasquez.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, you know what? You know who's also a joke? And you can obviously see the similarities between Morissette and obviously because she was coached by her. Sarah
Geronimo.
Sarah.
Geronimo.
Yeah, Geronimo. Yeah, there's so much.
Music video. I can't.
Tala.
Yeah, but there was like the
Tala.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Yeah, that's great. We actually haven't seen the video, but we saw a performance of her on Filipino TV. She doing it live. Oh, that was freaking cool.
Is that the one where she's wearing like a leopard print thing?
Yeah.
She also did a video where, well, not a video, but she did a song with Creep. Do you know Creep?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all gotta listen.
You gotta check it out. I haven't seen it.
Well, I think we saw a live version of it on like
we did.
on her concert.
Yes,
that one. Yeah, we saw it.
Well, she's like on the stairs
crazy.
and she's like, yeah, she's good. She's a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moira de la Torre.
Moira de la Torre.
Moira de la
yes.
Torre, yeah.
Oh my God. We actually haven't had a chance to see any of her like personal work. We've seen her with Third Avenue, that collaboration they did on the Wish bus. Absolutely gorgeous work. Yeah, Third Avenue is like an alternative band. They do a lot of ballads.
Is it Third Avenue?
Yeah, December Avenue.
December Avenue.
That's it.
Third Avenue is Adonis' band. Who's Adonis is the musical director of Morissette. He's got a band called
Third Avenue.
Third Avenue. They play in a lot of weddings and stuff. He's dope.
Cool.
Yeah, he's very dope. What about are you guys into like Filipino bands?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So my favorite OPM
Yes.
is and will always be Rainbow.
Yes,
Okay,
by
okay.
South Border.
South Border.
Yeah.
Y'all, Michael's version of it.
Right.
Have y'all seen it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But then I have it on my Spotify, and
Yeah.
that thing plays. I'm just in my world.
Yeah.
Like, baby,
I know.
it's my favorite.
It is. It's one of those songs that just literally makes you want to sing along to it. It's so good.
Dude, how good is what's her name? Reese? The girl that sings with Kel. Bro, she's insane. She's so good.
Honestly, we could just keep dropping names. Like there are so many in the Philippines that we can just make a list out of.
Yeah.
So freaking good.
I think my favorite one is what's yours, Bob's? Like your favorite band, Filipino band, maybe?
Oh, remember we did
Kaleidoscope World. But who's that by?
I don't remember.
There's it's like a 90s OPM, and we did it.
Oh fudge.
It goes like Kaleidoscope
World. Yeah. I'm not remembering the name.
Oh my god, I don't know.
The TNT boys will always be. They started our kind of
Yeah.
journey.
the whole thing.
You know, we owe them a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're gonna always have a special place in their hearts.
Yeah, I bet.
So you guys also like you did like a giveaway with them a few years back, didn't you? Like you gave away some tickets and stuff.
Dang, man, you know. Yeah.
That was because what I do.
So, a little research.
No, it's not research. It's like you have no idea, guys, how many messages I received, specifically me, about you ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like, oh my God, because sometimes I'd imagine our videos get recommended. So if someone's watching you, maybe they end up watching us. So people are like, oh, I just came from Bubs and Doe's channel, and they did this with TNT boys, and then they kind of send me a message like saying, oh, because now, especially with the podcast, people are like, you should have him on the podcast.
Yeah, it would be cool to see you guys all interact
and
together.
Then that's actually the main reason why I said to Bada, drop him a text, because the message that I got sent was something like they've been involved so much for a little while, and they actually gave away tickets for the TNT boys. I was like, oh damn.
How did that come about?
They just reached out to us. We were
brilliant.
Why couldn't we go to their concert? I mean, other than it's across
it's across the globe.
Yeah, it's across the country. But there was a reason. I just don't remember why. But we gave away tickets,
and we wanted to go so badly because,
But also the lady that we gave the tickets to, it was like amazing. We were like, please take pictures. It was amazing. Yeah, it was great.
I'm serious, man. Like I feel like I have to watch some of these guys live.
Definitely.
Soon as this stuff just goes, man, I have to watch Bugoy and Daryl and Katrina live and do the thing that Kale do their thing live.
We are 100% with y'all on that. And we really do want to see them live. It's going to be our reaction probably 10 times more.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, maybe when everything comes down, it'll be awesome. Even, maybe we'll try and set something up where we all go to the Philippines and then we all go watch them live. We'll
that would be cool.
We'll do a little, what do you call it? YouTube trip. Yeah.
Yes, that would be amazing. So and we like vibe with y'all a lot. We were kind of nervous, not gonna even lie here. We were like nervous because we're like, I don't know how they're like. I don't know, how if we're gonna vibe or anything. But y'all are dope. And so
thanks.
It's
a lot of YouTubers. So
it's always
so much fun.
It's always a bit weird at the beginning because it's like I think people forget that this is the first time where we've met.
Yeah, this is the first first impression.
Yeah. So I'm so glad you ladies have enjoyed it. Ladies, I'm sure everyone that's watching knows that your YouTube channel, but if there's anything you'd like to tell people to check out, this is the moment.
Check out our YouTube channel.
Bubs and Doe.
Bubs and Doe. Check out our Instagram, which is also Bubs and Doe, but with an extra E at the end because we made a mistake. So and we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for reaching out to us.
Yeah, for thinking of us to be a part of it.
Welcome back anytime, whenever you want to, promote anything new that you got coming on. Anything you want to chat with us for another while, you're welcome. When you come to London, also hit us up. Honestly, it was such a good time to have you guys on.
Well, ladies,
Fantastic.
everybody, Bubs and Doe, pleasure,
Thank you so
ladies.
much.
Good stuff, guys.
See ya. Take care.
You too. Bye, guys.